Hey everyone, welcome to week 2, lesson 4. Hope you're doing great. Hope these lessons are going well for you so far. And as always, please reach out to Mr. Buck or Mrs. Amos if you have any questions at all during this e-learning process. So, today in this lesson, we are going to be looking at the lawmaking process in greater detail. Okay, as you hopefully remember from our Constitution unit when we talked about checks and balances, right? With the lawmaking process, we all remember that the executive branch is the one who proposes the laws, meaning the president primarily through the State of the Union address, the speech that he or she gives every year mandated by the Constitution, is where the president outlines what bills they would like to see become laws. Then it's upon the Congress, with the Senate or the House of Representatives, to come up with the bills. If it passes them, then the president can then sign it into a law or veto it, meaning say no. Now, there's some more intermediate steps in there, and we're going to look at those steps today. So, what you need to do first is click on this link, How a Bill Becomes Law Notes. It will then bring up to you this flow chart. This is what we call a Word document. You're going to have to click download here for the document to download for you. Then you will see this. Okay, this is our flow chart. All right. The way, remember, the steps of how a bill becomes a law is through the device of ice cream for bodacious happy people. Right, there's 5 steps. So ice stands for 1 step, cream for 2, step 3 is for bodacious happy. It's actually 2 words. All right, step 4 and step 5, people. So we're going to look at that in greater detail with the video I'm Just a Bill by Schoolhouse Rocks. You're going to click on this link. Before you do this, before you go through the notes, hopefully take one one time through of the video without taking the notes, so that way you get a sense if you've never seen it. You see it the first time, and then we're going to do now look through the second time. So what I'm going to do is play the video. I'm going to stop along the way, and then we're going to fill in the notes, and you can do that along with me.
It's Schoolhouse Rocky, the tip of the block of your favorite Schoolhouse Rock. I'm just a Bill.
Whew, you sure gotta climb a lot of steps to get to this Capitol building here in Washington. Well, I wonder who that sad little scrap of paper is.
I'm just a Bill. Yes, I'm only a Bill. And I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill. Well, it's a long, long journey to the capital city. It's a long, long wait while I'm sitting in committee. But I know I'll be a law someday. At least I hope and pray that I will. But today I am still just a Bill.
Gee, Bill, you certainly have a lot of patience and courage.
Well, I got this far. When I started, I wasn't even a bill. I was just an idea. Some folks back home decided they wanted a law passed, so they called their local congressman, and he said, "You're right, there ought to be a law." Then he sat down and wrote me out and introduced me to Congress, and I became a bill. And I'll remain a bill until they decide.
Okay, so now we're going to look at the notes. So if we look at the first step, ice cream. All right, if you click on here, you'll see I have a little text box. All right, so the I in ice cream means, okay, congressperson, and I'm gonna make this bold. Introduces the bill. Okay, you can also underline it if you would like as well. You can make it bigger too if you would like. All right, those are just my notes. All right, so now we're looking at the cream part.
To make me a law. I'm just a bill. Yes, I'm only a bill. And I got as far as Capitol Hill. Well, now I'm stuck in committee, and I'll sit here and wait while a few key congressmen discuss and debate whether they should let me be a law. How I hope and pray that they will. But today I'm still just a bill.
All right, so now the cream is committee. So bill goes to, so committee is with, it's a little bigger here, 2 M's, 2 T's, and 2 E's. It's a special word. Goes to committee for debate. Okay. The next one, sorry, 4, they don't actually have is in the video, so we're going to write this in now. So the bill, change this. So the bill goes to the floor for debate. And what do we mean by floor? Well, for floor, we mean the actual floor of either the House of Representatives or the Senate, where the senators or the representatives can get up and debate the bill and even more. And this you typically see on TV. All right, so now we're going to look at Bodacious Happy.
Listen to those congressmen arguing. Is all that discussion and debate about you?
Yeah, I'm one of the lucky ones. Most bills never even get this far. I hope they decide to report on me favorably, otherwise I may die.
Die?
Yeah, die in committee. Oh, but it looks like I'm going to live. Now I go to the House of Representatives and they vote on me.
If they vote yes, what happens?
Then I go to the Senate and the whole thing starts all over again.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. I'm just...
So now Bodacious Happy, Bodacious Happy stands for both houses. The bill goes to both houses to be voted on. Okay, depending on the bill, most bills you just need a majority, which would mean 51%, in order for it to pass. It depends. Sometimes some things budgetary-wise may need 2/3 majority, but most bills it's just simple majority. Very rarely do they need unanimous consent. Right now, though, with our rescue packages, most of them are being voted on unanimous consent because they wanted them to be bipartisan. If you did see earlier, in the cream, okay, at the committee, if it dies in committee, meaning it doesn't get past this, because usually the committee's made of, depending, like 5 to 7 representatives or senators who work on the bill. They vote, okay? If the little committee, if it doesn't win out of the committee, meaning simple majority to go to the floor, then they have to reintroduce it again. So, and same thing here. If usually it'll go past the floor for debate, but if it dies here, meaning it does not pass on a majority vote, then it has to go all the way back to the beginning. Okay, we'll watch the very end.
Just a bill. Yes, I'm only a bill. And if they vote for me on Capitol Hill, well, then I'm off to the White House where I'll wait in a line with a lot of other bills for the president to sign. And if he signs me, then I'll be along. How I hope and pray that he will. But today I am still just a bill.
You mean even if the whole Congress says you should be a law, the president can still say no?
Yes, that's called a veto. If the president vetoes me, I have to go back to Congress and they vote on me again, and by that time you're so
By that time, it's very unlikely that you become a law. It's not easy to become a law, is it?
No, but how I hope and pray that I will. But today I am still just a bill. He signed your bill. Now you're a law. Oh, yes.
Okay, the last one should be the easiest. All right, people, and actually I forgot one thing. So it'd be the president, or if we're at the state level, right? The head of the executive at the state level is the governor. Signs the bill, can sign or veto the bill into law or veto the bill. Sorry. Change this to president and then change this governor. So it can be either president or people or, which I should have on yours, Ramos. And those are the steps of how a bill becomes a law.